Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy New Year. We back with the Coffee and Mary Jane for the new year. We got a new one. We got a new part of this Coffee and Mary Jane, which is any problem can be solved with logic. So we're gonna be taking some problems. I need some problems. Whatever problems you're going through in your life, you can ask Uncle Burley, and I'm gonna show you how every problem can be solved logically. Now every I ain't meaning absolutes, of course, meaning like 95%, even up to 98% of the time. Most of your problems can be solved by logic. And with problems, when problems become a problem, it's because you're usually trying to solve them with your emotions. So we're gonna take some. I gotta give me a phone line. I'm gonna give me a phone line so y'all can call up and we can really talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because through the text is good, but you got to keep it short. Ricky Ferguson, we in here. That's right. We in here. Let me move this closer. My eyes is getting bad. Damn it. Hold on. Let me move this a little bit closer. Shoot. Getting old out here, people. We're getting old in these streets. Let me move this a little closer so I can see it. Scrolls, salute, salute. That's right. So any problem that you have in life, if you can abbreviate it, put it in the chat. I'm breaking it down. The lady Tigress, how you doing? Queen, how you doing? How you doing? Hello, happy new year. Happy new year to all of the peoples. That's right. We got the lovely Tigress up in here. We got Ricky Ferguson. We got Scrolls. We got D Smith. Salute, salute. Press that like button as you come in the building. It costs nothing to smash the like button. This is 2022. 2022. What you going to do? Bars. Dink the professor is up in here. Wrench gang gang. I said it wrong, Miss Lovely Tigress. Lovely Tigress. I probably said it wrong. Pardon my speech impediment. I'm from New York. Us New Yorkers got a different way of talking. Pardon that. That's right. 2022. We up in here. We up in here. Who rocking with me? We in New Year. And we're going to talk about it. Problems. How most of your problems, 98% of your problems can be solved with logic. Logically, people. I know we're going out on a limb with this one. That's right. That's right. Oh, I got it. There we go. There we go. There we go. Like I said, pardon my New York speech impediment. We all talk like Coogee Rap if you from New York. That's right. Like I said, I'm gonna get the phone line so people can call up. The next part of this Coffee and Mary Jane for 2022, we got to add a phone line up in here. We got Nicholas up in here. Happy New Year, homie. We got to add a phone line. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm taking on all problems. Any problems you going through in your life, I can solve it with logic. That's right. We talking about Oracle stuff right now. We talking about Oracle-ish. And the reason I can do it is because I sip coffee. That's right. This is the Oracle talking. This is Oracle-ish. I don't care what your problem is. Financial, personal, martial, any problem can be solved by logic. And for 2022, that's what we want to do. Bars. That's what we want to do for 2022. We want to solve our problems logically. That's right. Yeah, I definitely need the phone line. The phone line coming. That phone line coming. I need to hear it. We turning this into the straight Coffee and Mary Jane show. Scrolls said I googled the word consistency and seen LB pick facts. Thank you, Scrolls. Thank you for that great compliment in the year 2022. Thank you. Free smoke, my brother. Thank you. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. If anything, I'm consistent. If anything, I'm consistent. I've used it my whole life. I found out that the only thing that beats no luck, good luck, and bad luck is consistency. That's right. I said it right here. I said it right here. The only thing that can beat no luck, good luck, or even bad luck is consistency. You go straight through it. Straight through it. That's how we do it. That's how we do it around here. This is just the preliminary. This is the preliminaries right here. I ain't even start talking. That's right. Press one. I ain't even start talking yet. That's right. That's right. He said we got to never give. That's right. That's right. But we're going to break it down. We're going to break it down. Any problems you going through in your life right now, leave it in the chat, make it short, and watch how Uncle Burley break it down for you. Because that's what we doing in 22. This is the fix up. This is the get back year. We've been trapped in the house for 2 years, living underground. It's time to get back. It's time to get back. Who with me on this one? 2022. This is the year to get back. We got to get back. He said, yeah, I keep it. This is the pin joint. This ain't even a stick. See, this is the stick. Now, this is the stick right here. This is just a preliminary. This is just a preliminary right here, but this is the stick. But that's right. 2022, we got to get back, man. This is the get back. And the only way to get back is to start fixing some of these things that we got to deal with. Dakota said, I'm with you, 100 fact. All right, let me put the preliminary down because that's the preliminary joint. This is the big boy. This is the big boy. Let's put the fire to the joint and get to the point. We got the coffee. We got the stick. If you got your stick, light your stick up now. Let's go. Light the stick. That's right. It's time to light the wick. This is the bomb right here, people. This is the bomb. When the bomb go off, the show go off. But right now, we lighting the wick. That's right. The wick has been lit. Let's get into this. What I was thinking for the year 22. Now, I'm not really. I've passed the resolution thing, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not really with the resolution thing. Brian, salute. Is that we wait for we wait to the end of the year to make these resolutions that 98% don't keep up. So forget waiting for the year. You need to be making that resolution every day you wake up, because every day you wake up is really a new year when you think about it, because the comfortability of thinking you supposed to wake up makes you take waking up for granted. So every day you wake up, you can be setting new resolutions in order. You ain't got to wait a whole 365 days to say, you know what, I'm gonna stop watching, I'm gonna stop going on Pornhub. You can start that today. You know what I'm saying? If you got a Pornhub addiction, you ain't got to wait to the end of the year. Like my New Year's resolution is no more Pornhub, because chances are you're gonna go back to Pornhub because you waited 365 days to do it. You need to practice every day. See, now if you wake up every day and say, I'm gonna just slide off of the Pornhub, in 365 days, you will have built up the mental muscles to turn it off. Press one. Press one. That's all I'm saying. Just press one. You'll have. So what I'm saying is everything needs practice. We have gotten to this belief that practice is only good for physical. And not saying that other people don't know that you can practice in other areas, but you see people in the gym, they get results, their bodies are growing, they practicing, but they're not reading no books. They're not really trying to stimulate themselves mentally or spiritually. And it takes practice to grow in those other areas too. Just like your body is growing in strength from practicing with your kettlebells, you got to practice growing the mental muscles, the spiritual muscles, because when those muscles are grown, what you can start doing is solving problems logically. Solving problems logically. The Book of the Tao says the way is so simple, most people will miss it. And how do we make something so simple? How do we muddy up the waters of a simple stream? A simple stream. How do we muddy the waters? We bring in emotions. See, emotions is probably the worst place to make your decisions from. And I'm talking about in the majority. Because even if you're making a decision logically, you can't subtract emotions out of it zero. You can't get the emotional level down to zero. But what you can do is make the numbers better. 80% logic, 20% emotions. You're gonna make some better decisions. But if you're 80% emotional, 20% logic, you're going to be chasing your tail. You're going to be chasing your tail. The decisions you make, you're going to feel like, you keep coming back to square one because you are. We have to understand the power of emotions. The power of emotions. Emotions is the only thing we know that can erase facts, people. Press one. Emotions can erase facts that are in a person's face. You can have the facts to this close to their face. But if they're in emotional moment, they don't even hear you. They don't even hear you. Can't be emotional and fighting all life. No, this is what we're trying to say is that you have to bring it down. See, you can't subtract it. Don't ever believe you can get to the point where you're like, I feel nothing. No, you can't get there. You can't get there. But where you can get is making the numbers better. 80% logic, 20% emotional. Now, making your best decisions. Because your emotions, they have a good, there's a good flip. There's a good side to emotions. But they are reckless, they are chaotic, and they are very hard to control. We're going to spend every days of our life to the time we leave this rock trying to master your emotions. Mastering your emotions is like getting on the road to martial arts. You're never going to be complete. You can train every day, but you'll never reach full completion where you're like, I don't need to train no more. I am Pa Mei. I can kill you by looking at you. You'll never get there. But the path of trying to get there is what makes the journey so dope. Even Ponce de Leon, looking for the fake fountain of youth, he never found the fountain of youth, but he had a dope trip. He had a dope trip. He was climbing through mountains. They going through caves. He lost a couple of friends along the way. He had a dope trip. He lived his life. I think Ponce de Leon lived a good life. I think during that time, he lived longer than what people were living back then. But look what he was doing. He was being physical. While he was looking for this so-called fountain of youth, he was finding it in the physicality that he was using to climb these mountains and trees looking for this place that didn't exist. It's kind of like the story of the diamond farmer who wanted to find diamonds. He's like, yo, I got to get me a diamond mine. He sold his farm, got the money, went looking for a diamond mine. The person that bought the farm dug in the ground and found diamonds. Meaning you possess what you need. You possess what you need to survive, but your emotions will tell you you don't have enough. Your emotions will tell you you really ain't got it. You ain't really reached there. But everything logically around you can tell you that you are there. So for the year 2022, what we want to do, bars, is learning how to meet these decisional moments, these pivotal moments in our life where we got to make high-powered decisions with more logic than emotions. More logic than emotions. We got to do it, people. We got to do it. Why do you think all of these young rappers is running around killing each other? Because they're emotional. They're using more emotions than logic. Because how could you come out the mud starving, make it to a place where money is flowing freely? Money everywhere you go, they just throwing bags of money at you, but yet you want to go to jail. You want to do something to throw away that gift that the fortunes of life have given you. They want to throw that away. How could you do that? You can't do that logically. That's what I'm saying. Logically, it makes no sense to come for the mud, make millions like Casanova. Casanova act Casanova 2 times. He is a clear example of what I'm saying. See, that is emotions at work, people. Emotions are powerful because when they wrap you up, you'll just be going with the flow. You can't control it. Emotions are like being in the crowd. When the crowd is moving, you moving. You can't control it. The crowd is moving. That's how emotions are. They'll catch you up in the flow, and you won't be able to stop, think, and logically process what's going on around you. Casanova 2 times is a clear example of living through emotions. Came from the mud, robberies, no money, up to having brunches at Rock Nation. I seen the picture. He was up there toasting with Jay-Z. He was up there with Jigga Man toasting, and now he's sitting in federal pen. How was that? Think about that logically, people. He went from Rock Nation brunches to sitting in the pen eating cheese sandwiches, 2 cots in the hot, fighting off dudes, got to protect your booty. Where in logic could you say, could you see that that's correct, or he ain't just fall straight off the cliff? Because he did it emotionally, people. He did it emotionally. Separate the emotions from the game. 25-21 Cold Classic. That is correct. It's like separating the husk. You just like rice. They got to separate. They got to take the husk off of rice. They got this thing slapping the husk off the rice. You got to separate the husk from the rice. I think I'm saying it right. It may be wheat. There's one of those two. You know what I'm talking about. It's a separation game, and it's not even a clear separation. It's just a scale. It's like a balance. It's like the scales, but you want your scale weighed more in logic than emotions. That's all. It's not because you cannot cut emotions out. It's impossible. It's impossible. I'm actually in Alabama Department of Correction right now. I appreciate your energy. See, 25-21 Cold Classic. Facts. Talk about it. Talk about it. This is the energy. You know what I'm saying? This is the proper energy we need to be sending to each other, because we all making mistakes, and my mistakes that I learned can help you, and your mistakes can help me. So that's why, as a people, we're more like ants. We're more like ants. We need each other. You know what I'm saying? We need other information. You need other conscious information coming into you. And today's information is logic over emotions. Logic over emotions. Heavier. Your logic must weigh heavier, because then I'm telling you, because life has made it this way. The universe is not a coinky dink, people. This universe, the fact that you got 10 fingers and a disposable thumb, this is not a coincidence. Your hand is not a coincidence. This is science. This is math. This is logic at work. At work. And now the emotional part turns you on, but look at the science. Look at the science. Look where your nose is right in the middle of your face. Perfect symmetry. You think that's a coincidence? Everything around you in nature is telling you how to live logically, through the logic. Now, like I said, because the emotions is always connected. You ain't got to worry about that. It's when something's happening, you feel your heart, you feel that fear, but you still got to logically execute what is going on. Mike Tyson said he was crying before every fight, throwing up, but still, once in that ring, he had to logically execute what he's learned. And this is what separates a professional fighter from a street fighter. A street fighter is an emotional fighter. A trained fighter is a logical fighter. He is fighting through the method of logic. Street fighters fight through the method of emotions, not through logic. They're emotionally busting each other in the head. You shorted me on the dice game. You looked at me the wrong way. You tried to talk to my woman. These are all emotional tales. The dialogue's so real, bruh. It's so fitting for it to be on the 52 block channel. You're not going to bail your fist. You're not going to bail your fist correctly if you're not going to ball your fist correctly if you're boom. Talk about 25-21. You're not. I'm telling you, if you fight emotional, you will exhaust yourself. Matter of fact, Rocky Marciano said it. The first person that gets mad loses. Press 1. The first person to get mad in the fight loses. When it's high level, I'm not talking about the lower levels. I'm talking about the high level. At the highest level, you get upset. You get knocked out. You go sleep. You know why? Because you're going to make erratic decisions under your emotions. Erratic. They're not going to make sense. That's why Mike Tyson said everybody has a plan till they get punched in the face. Because once you take that punch to the face, you erratic, you're emotional. Like, he done just hit you. Now, the good dudes take the punch. It's like water off a duck back. It rolls off. Because they're not emotionally connected to the, you hit me. See, a street fight, I hit you, son. I hit you. They're emotionally connected to every hit. Real fighters, we done let it go. Check your emotions at the door, baby. Let them go. Because they're going to make you jump off the cliff. You got to know how to take a shot correctly. Oh yeah, that was nice. That was nice, sir. I'm gonna get you on the next one though, right? Oh, you take another one? Okay, that's good. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you start connecting your emotions to them hits, and you're gonna fly off the cliff. You're gonna fly right off the cliff. Eric, he said, you talking about fighting the marriage. It's the same thing. It's the same damn thing. It's no difference. It's no difference in fighting the marriage. No difference. There's a fight happening there too. Yeah. And sometimes it's a physical fight. Sometimes she's going to be trying to left hook you, and you're going to have to know how to get your block up. You know what I'm saying? She's going to be coming at you. You know what I'm saying? But also, that's why our women are the way they are. Now, because they're emotional and they nurture the kids. See, the nurturing of a woman takes emotions. That's why most men that try to raise kids will raise them like they in the army. Left, right, left. Sit down. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that a man can't raise kids. It's just the nature of us. We don't cover that nurturing side well. That's why we need our women, because they are the true nurturers. They carry the essence of emotions. The essence of they are the oceans of emotions. But it makes sense. Because when when the baby need to be held, he's crying, he need mama. That's when you need big mama. You need mama. Dear Mama. You heard what Tupac wrote when he got Dear Mama, one of the greatest mama songs ever written. But it's a fact. And when you listen to the song, you hear him crediting his mama for all of her nurturing capabilities. Something that men, we're just not, that we can't do, but it's just not our strength. It's not our strength. We are the logic thinkers, and nature has given us. That's why we pair together with the women. Logic, emotions. We come together like butt cheeks and be the shit. Our logic and their emotions balance everything out. Facts, Mars Mathematics, Wrench Gang, family in the building. Mars Mathematics, that's family, people. I'm gonna let you know. That's the homie that's going to, Mars Mathematics is going to soon be the Philadelphia connection to 52 blocks. When you want to get your 52 blocks hit, you want to learn 52 blocks, you're going to have to go see my man, Mars Mathematics. That's right. He is becoming a Burley, and we just got to go down there, and I'm coming down there to Philly because I got to go deal with Mr. The Champ, the 2-time champ, Terrible Tim Witherspoon. We're going to be doing big things this year. I'm telling you, 2022, we kicking our shoes off. We kicking our shoes off like who is it? Patti LaBelle in concert. You know how Patti get to singing and kicking her shoes off. In 2022, we kicking our shoes off. We're going to be in Philly. We're going to be dealing with Terrible Tim Witherspoon, 2-time champion. I'm going to get out there. We're going to make sure my family, Mars Mathematics, get some training from LB himself, and we're going to build connections. This year, we should have a 52 block man in every state. We should. When I get that email and people like, yo, I'm in such and such, I should, where you at? There's a 52 block practitioner down there. Let me give you his connection so you can go get that defense. Let's go defense. Let's go. Have you ever wondered that they don't scream that at fights? Everywhere you go, basketball games, football games, let's go defense. Let's go. But you've never heard that chant start at a fight. Like your favorite fighter getting that whooping, you getting a whooping put on them. How come in the fight we just don't start screaming, let's go defense, let's go? But I'm gonna finna start that this year. I'm finna start this 2022. You heard it straight from like Burley at the fights. We're gonna start chanting, let's go defense. You know why they don't chant that at fights? Because they don't respect defense at fights. Defense is not respected, people. I've come to find out that defense really isn't that respected. People don't want to understand how not to get hit. All they want to understand is how to punch somebody in the face, kick them, or choke them out, or rip their heart out, hit them with the phoenix eye, the dragon, the monkey fist. They want to do all of that crazy stuff, but nobody's talking about when he want to hit you with the monkey fist, or he want to go upside your head with the puma paw. When he want to bring that puma paw upside your head, you ain't thinking about that. See, in fights, defense is not respected. In every other area of sports, defense is the ish. You scream for defense in every other sport but fighting. Think about it, people. Think about it. You ain't never heard, let's go defense, let's go, at the Mayweather fight. When he was fighting Madonna and Madonna was scraping him across the ropes, you ain't hear them people go, let's go defense, let's go. Let's go defense. You know why? Because the people, the spectators that come to see you fight, they came to see you die. Let's just get it right out. Let's just get it right out, people. When people come to see a fight, they want to see somebody dead or both of y'all die. That's the great story. If you give them that, they'll go home with a great story like, yo, son, I was just at a fight. Yo, these people, yo, they beat on to each other. They beat on each other. The both of them died right in the ring in front of us. It was beautiful. That's how they're going to talk about you. It's crazy. It's insane. It's insane. I'm just saying it. Because in fights, people want you dead. They want your head. They want your head. They want your head on the spike. That's what they want to see. They don't want to see no defense. They don't want to see you block no shots. They want to see you catch every punch, kick with your face. Blood splattering everywhere. They eating hot dogs and peanuts, and you losing pints of blood on the canvas, and they loving every bit of it. They loving every bit of it. Well, I'm here to tell you, I don't fight for the crowd. I fight for me. I'm going to let you know. I ain't even mad. I'm not one of those fighters that's going to even front. Like, I'm here to fight to give you the fight that you want to see. I'm here to fight and win and train other fighters to fight and win. And if you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. But what we won't be doing, what we won't be doing as Burleys is sacrificing ourselves for the crowd. We are no sacrificial lambs. We are just warriors. Press 1. We are not sacrificial lambs. We are warriors. Press 1. Let's get this going. We up in here. We cooking. We up in here cooking. We are up in here cooking. That's right. We are not sacrificial lambs, people. Say it with me. We are warriors. That's right. We are warriors. Now, we may die in the war, but we're not just we're not laying down. We're not sacrificing ourselves. We're not sacrificing ourselves. We're fighting for a higher sacrifice. We're fighting for a cause. We're fighting for a cause. And if you die in the process of fighting for a cause, you are a hero. But if you run into battle unhinged and untrained, you're sacrificing yourself. You're a sacrificial lamb. That's all you are. That's all you are. How you think Mike Tyson got all of those victories? They put about 10 sacrificial lambs in front of him. You know, we call them tomato cans. Tomato. Same thing. Sacrificial lamb. Tomato can. Bars. It's all the same thing. You don't want to be the sacrifice. No, you don't want to be sacrificed. And if you are the sacrifice, it has to be for a very good cause. Your family, things that matter. If you are going to sacrifice your life, make sure you laying it down for big payment. Big payment. Big payment. Not for nothing cheap. Like, we ain't laying the life down for nothing cheap. It has to be for big payment. Big payment. That's right. Light that stick, people. Light that stick. We up in here. This is that 2021 Coffee and Mary Jane. Everything can be solved by logic. We are solving our problems logically in 2022. That way, we avoiding all of the arguments, the disagreements. We don't need none of those. What we do need is debate. See, we need debate, but we don't need disagreements and arguments. I'm done with those. I'm done with disagreements. You can't disagree with me. I don't care what you I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Well, we can debate. See, debate means we're gonna use facts. Now, if we swing in the swords of facts, I'm with that. But I'm not you know, getting into disagreements over opinions, beliefs, and your experiences because they're too singular. You know, our experiences, though they may relate, though you can relate to others, it's like a fingerprint. It's singular to you. And one thing you don't want to believe, start doing is what's singular in your head is what's happening in the world because it's not. It's happening in your head. In other people's head, they got some other ish happening. So this is where our mind frame is going, people, because we need to make better decisions. That's all. That's all. We got to stop making decisions with our emotions because it keeps bringing us back to the same problem that we haven't made no steps forward. We haven't solved nothing. And that's why you keep ending up in the same place when you make decisions through emotions. You haven't moved nowhere, and it may feel like you're moving. You may feel like, you know, I'm making a decision, but no, you're making a decision through emotion, so you're not really moving. You're stagnant. Stagnant. Logic moves you forward, just like nature. Nature is logically happening. Nature ain't happening on emotions. Like bees ain't flying and carrying pollen because they are emotional. The bee don't come up emotional to get the pollen. It's a logical, mathematical equation happening. Now, in the math, there's magic. See, the magic of the math is the emotion. See, our emotions are our strongest of powers. Like we got to understand, this is your emotions are like Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. You got to think of yourself as a mutant. That's how deep your emotions are. They make you almost like Daredevil or Wolverine or something, but you don't think like that. We discount our emotions and we underestimate them. Biggest thing we do is we underestimate the power of our emotions. We cannot do that. With great power comes great responsibility, and we've been given the great power of deep emotions. We've been given, that's a power of the gods, and we have to use it correctly. The thing is, nobody really practices using their emotions. We just kind of let it go and we splash it on people all through our life. We're splashing our emotional recklessness on people. So what we have to do is learn how to rein it in and use more and become more logic leading. Like I said, we're not erasing emotions. We're just becoming more logic leading with the emotions in the background. That's right. We chopping it up, people. We chopping it up. Yes, sir. You see me? We up in here. We up in here ranting. Your boy Burley on the rant. This is my New Year's Eve rant. Hold on, I ain't drink no coffee in a minute. Oh no, I got my coffee down here getting cold. Worst thing is cold coffee. Sleazy F, is there a connect to train somewhere in Ohio? Keep feeding us these gems, my brother. Sleazy F, yes. Sandusky, Ohio. There's a young, very talented warrior by the name of Jay the Phenom Burley. If you need me to connect them, you know, I'm Charlie Burley on Facebook, Light Burley on Instagram. Reach out to me. I can connect you with the Sandusky, Ohio connection, which is Jay the Phenom Burley. That boy is phenomenal. I mean, phenomenon. He's a phenomenon. He's a phenomenon. That young warrior is a phenomenon. Think the professor has dropped the link in the chat for you, Mr. Sleazy F. Hit me up. Charlie Burley, send me a friend request. Boom. Paul Ruffin, peace and blessings to you in 2022. Professional. I like that. Professional. Yo, you need stop playing. You need to make that's genius, brother. And I appreciate you for that $10 super chat. That's right. That's $10 super chat. We rounded off when it's $9.99, people. Yes, we do. And he said professional. I'm thinking I'm changing my words. I'm not using professional no more. I'm a professional. Wow. Give it up for Paul Ruffin for introducing us to that new word, professional. That's right. The new word for 2022, professional. I'm throwing the pro out. I'm throwing the pro out just because of Paul Ruffin said professional. So simple, but so genius. I love it. I'm a rapper, so I love a play on words. I love a good play on words. We got metaphors, similes. I do all of that in my rhymes. And that's another thing. I got more rap songs coming this year. I don't know if you're listening. I'm not sure, but I'm going to hit you in the head with my rap songs anyway. Because they're positive, they're good vibes, and that's where we're going with it. Jillian Rose, 420 all day. That's right. Oh, yeah, it's 420 forever. We 420 forever over here. This is 420 forever, ever. You know how we do. We ain't waiting for no special day to smoke weed. We praying to the weed gods every day. Mama Nature made this for us. This, like I said, weed ain't no coincidence. Mama Nature did this. Ricky Ferguson said, professional is now a new part of my vocabulary. Right, Rick? Did he just kill that? Cali Dreaming over here, salute. Did he just kill that? Did Paul Ruffin just kill that with that professional? He just gave us all the new word. Oh, boom, the lovely Tigress has dropped a dub on your boy. Let's press 1 for the lovely Tigress. Press 1. That's what we talking about. Funding the war. I appreciate you all. Listen. Like I said before, the realest of us put our money where our mouth is. That's the realest of us. So when I get donations, they really mean a lot to me. Because that, putting your money where your mouth is, that means you're really getting something out the chat. And I appreciate that. To the lovely Tigress for the $20 super chat. Press 1. That's right. For Mr. Paul Ruffin for the $10 super chat and giving us the new word, professional. Press 1 for these people. That's right. You get your flowers right now. We ain't giving out flowers later. We do flowers now. What's that? Flowers direct? We like flowers direct. We direct with our flower giving right now. Boom. Let's thank our super chatters. Thank you. I appreciate you all. That lets me know I'm doing my job and I ain't just up here smoking weed and drinking coffee in front of a camera. Lets me know I'm not just up here smoking weed and drinking coffee in front of a camera. There's something deeper happening right here. This is a movement. 52 blocks is a movement. It is a movement of self-preservation. It is a movement of fighting like you love yourself. Thank you. It's fighting like you love yourself. That is the movement. It's fighting like you love yourself. We ain't fighting reckless. We are not kamikaze bombers here, people. This is not Pearl Harbor. We ain't coming with that Pearl Harbor fighting style. No, we are fighting like we love ourselves. That means self-preservation first. That means logic first. Defense is logic, baby. Defense is logic. Defense first. Emotions in the back. Defense first. Defense is logic. Self-preservation. Self-preservation. Let's talk about it, people. Let's talk about it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, excuse me. We're in the capitalist society, so we need that money. Got to try. But what does our governments do care? Well, you know, hold on. Let's see, it's a mystical. What's that? Hossein is a mystical herb god from is a mystical herb god from Africa. I'm gonna have to look him up. I'm like new information. We bringing back logic for the double deuce. That's true, Mr. We bringing back logic. The last 2 years, we've been running on the fumes of emotion. All of us, including me. I don't count myself out of that. Like I said, this journey of emotions is big. My last couple of years, you know, some of the moves I've made, you know, I've made through emotions, and the bad ones, like things that I could have did better. I was emotionally thinking instead of logically thinking. Because logic can help you with your emotions too. People don't think just because you're logic, you're like a robot. I am a robot. No, being logical doesn't mean become a robot. Doesn't mean become a MacBook. No. Logic is also part. It's a process. Let me break down the process of logic. Let's break it down because it goes to your physical. The first thing you need is relaxation. You got to learn how to relax. See, you won't be able to scratch that logical and pull that logical level like you need if you're not relaxed. So the first thing of the process of making better logical decisions is relaxing. First, we got to relax, because then we can calm down, you know, what the Chinese consider like monkey energy, the excitable energy, the energy that's all over the place. We got to bring that down. Now, what does that do physically? That's controlling your breath. Where we qigong. If your breath is that erratic, your thoughts are that erratic. If your breaths are that short, happening that short, your thoughts are happening that short. So you're not going to you in that form of breathing, that real choppy breathing, you're gonna make decisions through your emotions. But when you start taking deep breaths and breathing deeply, and first relax, and then you start breathing deeply, then you can take in what's happening, and make a decision based off of logic, and make a logical decision or a more logical decision that will feed you and help you more than from an erratic state. Boom, Mars Mathematics with that $5 super chat. Oh, we doing big today. This is the deuce. We coming into the deuce stomping like big dogs. We just up in the deuce stomping like big dogs up in here today. He said, LB, you got any books on Charlie Burley? No, I got to look up if there's any books written on Charlie Burley. And if there isn't any books written on Charlie Burley, then Light Burley is going to write a book on Charlie Burley. And I'm going to do the research, and I'll write the book. If there ain't a book out there talking about Charlie Burley, then we're going to write a book, and we're going to talk about Charlie Burley. Think the professor said avoid swearing in the chat. We need to keep the channel. He is correct. YouTube has been leaning on me for years. I don't know if anybody knows about my YouTube experience. I fought Russians. I think they were called the Red Pill. You know, what would they call Mr. Dan? I think they was called the Red Pill. Listen, no, they had another name too. I forgot his name. But these guys, what they would do is they would wait till you get your YouTube channel up and then strike it, and then have you pay a ransom if you didn't want them to strike your channel into oblivion. Well, they ain't want no ransom for me. They had a personal vendetta. And see, this is when it gets deep, because they had a personal vendetta with me. So they were relentless. They were coming at me. My channel had like 13 strikes. It only takes 3 strikes to get your channel removed. I had to call. It was crazy. So all I want to say is that I don't know how my YouTube career is going to end or how it's going to close out, but I can tell you I've had a crazy journey with YouTube. So please, they're looking for any reason to shut me down. So I'm treading lightly over here, because the way I feel, besides just, you know, the monetization, that's good, but my channel my videos don't get millions of hits. So it's not like I'm getting a crazy big bag off of videos. No, but I've put so much of my lifetime into this channel. that it would be a blow. I'd eat it. I'd eat it because even when I was going through it, I was ready to let it go. But it still would be a blow only because of the work that we've put in on this channel. This is like 14, 15 years in the making. YouTube is treacherous these days. Definitely got to be careful. Facts. He said, you always got to have that support. Thanks, Mike. Salute. Scrolls do an ebook. Yeah, definitely an ebook. Everything ebooking it now. I got like 2 or 3 ebooks out right now. I'm gonna do another follow-up to Kelsey Sutton. If anybody didn't get the book, Kelsey Sutton is about a warrior princess who knows 52 blocks. She's a vigilante, and she's over there beating up people that's trying to do sex trades or sex rings. If you into any type of that, heinous acts, she's coming for you, and she's breaking you down. That's Kelsey Sutton. I'm doing the follow-up to that, Kelsey Sutton 2. We're gonna be breaking it down. I'm gonna turn it, I'm gonna make it more like a comic book. The last one I tried to write like a book, so it took a long time, a fair amount of time. But this one I'm gonna make more like a comic book, more like 15 pages, 20 pages top, so it won't take these longs, and I can keep them flowing. I can keep them coming. So we're gonna have the new e-comic. That's right, not an e-book, an e-comic. Kelsey Sutton, The Adventures of a Warrior Princess, out there using 52 to beat people up. That's a long title. I'm not going to use that title, but that's the gist. You get the gist. You get the gist of it. Oh, Audible too. I may have to do an Audible book too, because hey, I think I got the voice for an Audible book. I think I got the right voice for an Audible book. So I'm gonna look into Audible books too. YouTube don't even notify anymore. They even unsubscribe people from channels. I believe that because my numbers, the people, the amount of people subscribers I got, my videos should get more hits. But I tell you, YouTube, they ain't really rocking with me like that. They ain't really feeling me like that. So we over here blue collar working it. We ain't like Kevin Samuels and them, what I'm saying, who do those big numbers. You know what I'm saying? We a little mom and pop store over here. We a little mom and pop's YouTube channel. We get our little numbers. We survive. We got some great support, which matters most. We got great support. I got, over the years, I've definitely had great support on my journey. So that's beautiful. But we a mom and pop channel over here. So they need to stay off our back. Ebook links are posted in the chat. The ebook links are posted in the chat. If you want to check out that book, Kelsey Sutton, I did, it's in the chat. And the energy of money, we talking about how money is an energy, not an object, and you can learn to master that energy. And it doesn't mean you're going to be Bill Gates, but you can keep the energy of money flowing to you, which is always a good thing. It's always a good thing. That's right. Let's talk about it. Hold on 1 second, people. I got a text. Hold on 1 second. Oh, yes. Yes. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta bust some moves. I gotta take my stepdaughter on a trip. So I can't stay too much longer. But we already at that 48-minute mark. We already looking good. The stick is almost done. Jeremiah L. Let's go defense. LGD. You know it. That's right. We're gonna have some more LGD t-shirts coming soon too. Don't think that I forgot about I used to scream that after every comment I left the LGD. Let's go defense. We got to bring that back. Other channels, yeah, YouTube is on some ish, man. They don't, I'm telling you. I got very lucky. I've had my channel taken twice, and I've successfully been able to get it back twice. That's not an easy thing with YouTube. Let me tell you, that is not an easy thing. That's facts. That is not an easy thing with YouTube. Getting your channel back, Not easy. That's right. Throw up that LGD. Matter of fact, everybody in the chat, if you rocking with me, throw up that LGD. Let's go defense. We make 20 in the deuce. I'm telling you, we making defense sexy again. Like we bringing back the sexiness of defense, people. That's right. Throw up your LGD. If you in the chat and you rocking with your boy Uncle Burley, throw up that LGD for me. Let me see you. Let me see you. LGD in the chat. Who rocking with me? Who's with that LGD? Oh, and tat. Oh, yeah, tat and testicles and testosterone. Well, you know, we still tatted up over here. We still tatted. That's right. LGD. Let's go defense. That's right. That's right. Let's make defense sexy again. Let's make defense a priority. You know, a new term for 2022 is defensive responsibility, defensive accountability. You got to be defensive responsible and defensive accountable. You got to be accountable for having defense. Because if you catching punches with your face, that ain't nobody's fault but yours. So you have to be accountable for your own defense, and you must be defensively responsible. Responsible with that defense. You got to be defensively responsible, people. Got to do it. That's right. LGDs across the boards. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and Mr. Ricky Ferguson put the melody, let's go defense, and he put the clap with it. That's right. That's right. He put the claps with it. You know the least let's go defense clap. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Like I said, we're going to start screaming that at fights now. That's right. When Errol Spence fight Terrence Crawford, I'm going to be up in there like, let's go defense. Let's go. I'm going to get it started. I'm going to see if we can get it to go across the crowd, the whole crowd. Let's go defense. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's hear it. Why we can't hear it at a fight? Why we can't hear it at a fight? We got to do this. We got to make a change, people. This is the deuce. We got to be different this year. We got to make a change for this year. But now they're using Skull and Bones in their videos. You see it, right? You see it, Mr. Scrolls. I started talking about it. I started talking about defense, and now everybody doing all types of stuff now. Now they up and they trying to mimic the moves of the Burley, but they can't. They can't move. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Something happened. They can't mimic the moves of the Burley, man. They trying to take they too stiff with it. They be there like this. They too tight with it. You gotta be flowing with that. Yeah, you gotta flow. It's a flow, baby. It's a flow. They don't do it like Mr. Burley. They don't do it like your Uncle Burley. You know what I'm saying? This is years and years and years and years and years of practice. And then when that happens, it becomes muscle memory. When it becomes muscle memory, it becomes habit. It is now a habit. Wayne Love Peacock said that's a big if on that fight. Let's go. LGD. Facts. That is a big if, you know. Terrence still wants his money. If Terrence fights Josh Taylor, it's not going to happen. Hopefully he doesn't do that. No, hopefully he can get a Keith Thurman while Errol go fight Ugas. He go fight Keith Thurman. They meet in the middle. That would be dope. But like he said, like the Warrior just said, big if. Jeremiah said, when is the school going to be available in Texas? Very soon. We got a big crowd out there in Texas. Crimson Skull, would it be? Professional. Training with Rob just dropped the $5 super chat, and he dropped the LGD up in here. My homie Training with Rob just dropped the $5 super chat with the LGD. So we give him that love. Get that 52 block love, Train with Rob. We appreciate you around here. You're appreciated. We way appreciated. We thank you for that pound deuce, that pound cake. Thank you for that pound cake you done dropped on me. Crimson Skull missed the last live, but I'm on this one. Salute. Wayne Love Peacock. Earl got to get by Ugas. Yes, he do. Let's not write Ugas off. Let's not write Ugas off like he ain't nobody. No, let's not write Ugas off. Ugas is a threat. Do not be surprised if Ugas pull out a victory. Like, I won't be surprised. My money is on Earl, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be like, oh, how you do that? See, most people don't know about Ugas. Let me tell you about them Cubans. They got a long, deep fighting history, and the Cubans believe in defense. A lot of amateur Cuban fighting gyms teach heavy defense, whether it be footwork, slipping blocks, whatever feints. They heavy on their defense. Let's give it up to the Cuban amateur division. They support the defensive run we about to go on. They in our lane. Exactly. See, with Ugas, no joke. He got defense. That's what I'm talking about. It's them damn Cubans. I don't know what them damn Cubans been over there doing, but they like their defense, baby. You ain't just beating up on no Cubans. I'm telling you, the Cubans got one of the best amateur best amateur trainers, coaches and training systems. They teach heavy defense. That's why you can see Yoel Romero. You see Yoel Romero in the MMA busting out that 52 like defense because he's Cuban. His brother is a Cuban boxer. Look it up. I'm telling you, Cubans and defense, they go together like cigars, like Cuban cigars. I don't know what it is. Train with Rob, salute. We appreciate you. Press 1 for Train with Rob for dropping that pound cake on us. Everybody that drops, we showing everybody that drops donations love. So I need all my people in the chat to press 1 for Train with Rob for dropping that pound cake on your boy Broly in the year Deuce, in the new year of Deuce Deuce. Drop, press 1 for him. That's what I'm saying. We get our flowers. You get your flowers right now. You don't just come over through here dropping super chats and leave like a ghost. No, we're going to put you on the stage and give you one of these. We're going to put you on the stage and give you one of those because that's what you deserve. That's what you deserve. I appreciate you. We appreciate you here, man. We appreciate you here, man. Shit, man. We appreciate you. That's right. This is appreciation. That's what we doing in the Deuce Deuce. We appreciate it. We ain't taking for granted. We appreciate it. Cubans old school teach you from the feet up. Check hooks from the power hand. Woo-wee, Ricky Ferguson. You up here giving out that knowledge. You better charge for that. Game shouldn't be told. It should be sold. You up here giving out great knowledge. What did Ricky Ferguson say? He said Cubans old school teach you from the feet up. That one saying right there is deep. Teach you from the feet up. Yes. Talk about it, Ricky. You know your ish. You know your ish. Wayne Love Peacock. Salute. You know your ish. Check hooks from the power hand. What we talking about here? We talking about science. Told you them Cubans are serious. Cubans always got tough fighters. Facts. Facts. Always. They built for it. They built for it. They built for it. Cubans built for it. I don't know what Castro did over there, but they tough. You see how long Castro lived. How long did Castro? Is Castro still alive? Who's over there? Is he still alive? He like 200 years old. Them Cubans are built ram tough. I'm telling you. But like I said, I got to take my stepdaughter on the run. I wish I could keep this live going, but we will be back. It's the year Deuce Deuce. Happy New Year. I appreciate everybody who rolled with me in this chat. Today is, what is today? Today's Monday, Tuesday. Where we at? But Monday. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode of Coffee and Mary Jane. That's right. We stepping it up. We stepping it up. We're going to make these Coffee and Mary Janes every day now, people. We're going hard. We're going hard in the year Deuce Deuce. No slack up. This is the get back year. We got our foot on the gas pedal like we don't even know what the brake is. Foot on the gas pedal like you don't even know what a brake pedal is. That's how we coming into the year Deuce Deuce. Nothing but love. Hands up, chin down, rumble. Young man rumble.